Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. This is the Isaiah 4-in-1 series. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. All Subjects channel. And this, like I said, is the Isaiah 4-in-1 series. Listen, man. So, I want to talk about this Tom Brady Gisele divorce. Any of y'all dudes, man, that think your money or your looks is going to keep a woman who don't want to be kept, who want to be a 304, who want a new man, just like Corey Hardick. She wants something new, man. There ain't nothing you could do, man. You should have been a little more slower and careful. Now, I know 20 years is a long time, but still, man, like y'all gotta realize you got guys crying on the internet over these females. Listen, man. Listen, you gotta watch my videos, man. Watch the Jezebel series that I do now, where each one I'm gonna give you one thing that Jezebelic type of women do. That's why you falling in love. No, don't do it. There's no such thing. No such thing. And y'all actors, man, you should know how acting goes. Actors, that's not necessarily their views, what they portray in those movies. That's not necessarily their view. So, when things go awry, and they will, you can bounce back. Like, nobody wants to be away from their kids, but these women are evil to the point where it's about them, not the kids. In their mind, it's not about you, it's about the kids. But they want you to make everything about them, even though with them, it's about the kids. So you gotta realize, man, when you gotta realize these things before you have any kids. Any of y'all that don't have kids, before you have kids, just understand that there is a possibility that your girl, your wife, will use your kids as leverage against you. She want to get smashed. She want to suck on something new. But she want you to finance the whole operation through alimony and child support. She don't want to do it. They say things like, oh, I've been with you, and I gave you such and such years of my life. And so I'm supposed to finance your desire for attention from other men? That's why God be judging. I'm telling you, that's why they be having them little minimum wage jobs when they get old. Once they can't get alimony and child support no more, and they be all by themselves, the Most High be judging them, man. You think you could tell people, and I could tell people whatever we want, but the Most High be knowing the truth about what went down in our relationships, man. He be knowing the truth. So you might can fool people, but he knows the truth. He knows who really messed the relationship up. And those people sometimes get judged, man. It's like he said, whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. That's Hebrews 13:4-5. Marriage bed is honorable above all and undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. An adulterous woman is a woman, let's say, for instance, if you went and divorced your husband, you said, oh, we had irreconcilable differences, you're an adulterous woman from that point. You're an adulterous woman, even if he divorces you. If he divorces you because you're being uncooperative, so on and so forth, you're still an adulterous woman. Blowing the horn like they know me. I don't know who that is. I'm not even by them. But women seem to think that the Most High is soft and weak, and he's always going to forgive every little thing. But what they don't realize is the Bible says whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. So even if you're a guy, let's say you are whoremongering is basically you promoting women being 304s, and how you do that is like you're causing them to be that way. Like, it's a lot of different ways. It's just so broad, but whoremongering is basically promoting whore. You promoting it. Like, you could do it a lot of different ways, by being a cake daddy, by pumping and dumping. Sometimes you being a whoremonger. Like, it's so many different ways that you cause sometimes women to be that way. But rebellious wives, ain't nobody causing them to be that way. If a rebellious wife ends up divorced and she ends up sleeping with somebody else, that has nothing to do with her husband. That's her. Because she could have still been with her husband if she would have just cooperated and stayed in her lane and did her role. So that's why he said adulterers God will judge. So Gisele, for instance, Gisele is not going to be able to say, well, I start messing with Guvinci or whatever. She probably going to be with somebody in another country, because I couldn't get Tom Brady to stop playing football. No, that's not good enough. Every relationship you got from this point is adultery. Every guy that mess with you is adulterous, and you're adulterous. So all of these little simps that be lining up, y'all be lining up for these divorced women. You trying to marry a woman that's divorced. That pastor should have knew that when he married Shawnee O'Neal. You committing adultery. Your relationship ain't blessed. So go ahead and line up for divorced women. See how it work out for you in the end. But yeah, guys need to understand. I'm so rude. Let's go to Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace. The disgrace is irreconcilable differences. Women who divorce their husband because he cheated, when he could have multiple wives, he could have concubines. So there's really no such thing for a man as cheating, unless you lying about being monogamous. That's another thing. But in God's eyes, there's no such thing, unless you mess with another man's wife, or he's still alive and you messing with her. Adultery. She divorced him for trivial reasons. Adultery. Whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. But we had to learn from what happened to Tom Brady, what happened to Dr. Dre, what happened to Antonio Gates, what happened to Kevin Garnett, what should have happened to Will Smith, and many others. You got to learn. Isaiah 4:1 is the way you need to do it, man. To stop legally marrying these women. Marry them in your mind. If you got to see her as your wife, then do it in your mind. Don't do it on paper. Have a prenup. No marriage license, but still have you still could get a prenup without a marriage license. But you gotta realize, man, you think these women, that's sugar and spice. Stop thinking that, man. A lot of these women is evil, man. You gotta realize that. And selfish. They want you to believe it's us, but it's them even more. And that's all I got to say on this one. This is the Isaiah 4:1. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. And I do thank you for watching.